Let's talk about pressure. Pressure is a part of progress, but it can also be a massive problem. And if you're a leader and you've got people in your team, then it's important to understand how different people react and respond to pressure so that you can get the best out of everybody. Because you know what they say? Pressure forms diamonds, but only if you get it right. I'm going to break it down for you and use 4 personality styles. You'll know what to look for, and more importantly, you'll know what to do so that you can help your team when they are under pressure. When pressure comes in, our bandwidth shrinks and we revert to our default personality style or the setting that we are most familiar with. And hey, if you've ever noticed that people change when the pressure is on, then keep watching this video. I'm going to make sense of it. I'm going to share some tools with you that you can take into your everyday life. So, to better understand this, we're going to use 4 main personality styles. I will talk you through each one. I'll share with you the things that they will do under pressure and then how you can adapt if you've got someone in your team that shows those characteristics so that you can then get the best out of them when they're under pressure. Because if they're under pressure and it's within a work setting, then it's probably within your interest that they pull through and that they are able to deliver. Adapting and being able to connect with them when they're under pressure is a vital skill for you as a leader. And if you don't do that, then you're going to probably make it worse, waste more time, stress them out, and there will be a cost to that. There'll be a cost in terms of the lack of productivity, but there could also be interpersonal cost to that as well. Things that will cause the business to suffer long term. So our first personality style is a dominant personality style. When this person is under pressure, they become short-tempered, impatient, very blunt, and they will be extremely outcome focused. They may even come across as slightly aggressive or passive aggressive. The main reason for this is they don't do too well with a lack of control or when slowness is affecting their progress and their output. And so if you've got someone on your team that is showing those characteristics, the best way to approach is be direct, be concise, and show momentum. They don't want a small talk, they don't want the color, they just want to know what it is, what's happening, when it's happening, and how it can then be used by them to further their own progress. Because what the dominant personality really wants when they're under pressure is progress. Our second personality today is the influencer personality, someone who is a people person. Now, when they are under pressure, they tend to be more emotional, they can be dramatic, they will often seek reassurance, and that can also be done in the background. So you'll find that they will start talking to other people in the team about what it is they're struggling with or about the scenario that they find themselves in because they're looking for that reassurance. And these guys and girls, when they're under pressure, they might just lose focus. And ultimately the reason for that is they are feeling a fear of disconnection, fear of rejection, and what they're experiencing is a loss of energy because they are energized by praise and other people knowing that they're doing a good job. So if you've got someone on your team that shows those characteristics under pressure, then stay warm, reassure quickly, refocus on the action that needs to be done and really concentrate on that so that we ignore all the rest of the noise. And ultimately, stay positive. Choose positive words and language and deliver instructions in an upbeat, positive way. Because I style people under pressure need connection before they need correction. Our third personality style is a steady personality. Now, under pressure, these guys and girls may just withdraw. They may stay quiet. They ultimately want to avoid conflict and they will do everything they can to keep the peace. Ultimately, what they are feeling when they're under pressure is a real weight of overwhelm and a discomfort towards the tension in the air. So if you have someone in your team that is a steady personality style, then when they are under pressure, the best thing you can do is remain calm, reassure, slow the pace down, offer them structure and carefully planned questions to help them figure it out. Because steady people under pressure, they need safety. The fourth personality style that you might have in your team is someone who is a conscientious person. And when they are under pressure, they can hesitate, they can overthink, and they can often get paralysis in analysis. You'll find they become very thirsty for data and facts. Because ultimately what these guys and girls are feeling when they are under pressure is a fear of being wrong. Accuracy is really important to them. And when they're under pressure, they will avoid risk at all costs because they just want to make sure that they get it right. So if you've got someone on your team that is a conscientious personality style, the best way to lead them when they are under pressure is give them really clear instructions and a clear criteria. Allow them to fully understand what good enough looks like, specifically, objectively, not opinion-based, but factually. Do whatever you can to reduce ambiguity and give them clear, time-based deadlines. Because conscientious personalities, when they are under pressure, they need clarity. So remember, as the leader, you are in the center of all of this, and it's really important that you are able to adapt to better connect with your team. Remember that personalities don't change under pressure, they just are amplified. We have less bandwidth, so we have to act quickly and more autonomous, which means that we fall back on our default systems, our personality styles. So whether someone is more dominant, more of an influential person, more steady or more conscientious, you now know what you can do, you can recognize the signs, and then you can adapt your leadership style to connect with them better. Now this is all very surface level and we can go much deeper, but it's hard to do that on a YouTube video. But if you like this sort of thing, I make videos like this all of the time. So subscribe to this here channel and I'll see you again real soon. And if you want to dive deeper, like with a name like mine, I'm not hard to find. Look me up, send me an email, go to my website, and we can talk about how we can measure your personality and maybe roll it out to your team as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.